Here's all you need to do about chess opening. For white, the ideal thing you wanna get is center control. For both black and white, I should say. Basically, when white plays this, he has control for this, and this square, or in the enemy's side of the board, which is considered good. And then after developing these pieces for white, the next thing you will do is develop your minor pieces, which is the knight and the bishop. So you could play your bishop here and perhaps protect the pawn, and that's how people play the game. And then you try to castle on this side and everything. The queen is usually the last thing you want to bring out of the game, because a queen is very easily chased around by the pawns and everything. You always start with the things that are valued the less. The pawn is valued the least on the chessboard, so you would want your pawns to extend a little bit and then use your minor pieces. You can also use your pawns to attack your opponent, for example, like this. Your pawn, if your pawn captures a knight, it is a win for you. For knights, why we should develop our knights here ideally, or sometimes, only sometimes, here. The reason is that we want our knights to have more moves to make it more useful. If you have a knight here, your knight can go here, 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 and here. Basically, there are 8 squares that the knight is controlling. Our knight is defending this and probably attacking this and this square if needed. For example, if you have a pawn there, we can have an exchange and everything. At least you have one more piece that is joining forces with your other pieces to control the center. So the thing is, when your knight is near the center, you have 8 moves. When your bishop is in the center, you have a long way to go. If your bishop is here, the only way he can go is here. And basically, if you play your knight here, it would limit the amount of squares you can go to. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So ideally, we would place it here and try not to block the knight. Try not to block the knight. So we just went through basic chess opening principles and the reasons behind them. The next thing you want to do is pick out a random opening and stick with it for a month as a beginner. So there's this YouTube channel called The Chess Website. You can go to the playlists. You will find a chess opening thing. Now you don't have to go in the order, just pick out a name that you really like here. Any name is fine. For example, some people like the opening Queen's Gambit. You just take a look at the video and you somehow go over all the moves. You don't always have to memorize every single move, but you kind of have an idea as to how the game is going to go from the beginning to the middle game. Now after 1 month, you are going to start to wonder, is this really the kind of opening that is for me? Like for some people, they prefer a quiet game, while others they want intense fireworks all over the place, over the board. So this is when you can start to get to the channel and watch some US chess championships or the World Chess Championship, and you can see how the grandmasters play the game. You will get a feel of, oh, is this kind of the game I want to play? Do I want things to be that intense, or do I want such a quiet game? The commentator would mention the name of those openings. So basically 2 things. 1, you'll be able to know how to deliver a chess opening all the way to the middle game. Number 2, you can always make sure that it suits your own playing style. Trust me guys, when you first start playing chess, you may find it to be kind of challenging and a big struggle, but it's only a short-term thing. Sooner or later, actually sooner, you'll start to enjoy everything in chess. It is a very great game, very interesting, so definitely check it out. But you know what is a long, endless struggle? Well, children in Ukraine. 7.5 million children in Ukraine are struggling to make a living. You can help them by donating to UNICEF, who are providing water to the families. There are also all kinds of other organizations that are helping in every way possible, and I'll link them down in the description below. Every dime will go a long way to help them. Thank you very much.